Okay, good morning guys. Welcome, or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the 3D market commentary for today. Today is Friday, so hopefully you guys have had a good trading week so far and a good end to it today. My name's Becky. I know my head is in the way there, but my email address is becky@tradictive.com if you need to get a hold of me. I'm also just going to put the disclaimers there on the screen. There we are. Obviously they need to be there for legal reasons, but of course please do read them to understand that these kind of videos are demonstrations of how we do things. Does not indicate in any way the results you may receive. Okay, so there's also this link here, which is tradewithufos.com/Becky. I'll just bring that up real quick. I know for some of you guys that watch this every day, you know this already, but for those that are watching new, this is where you can come to set yourself up a free Trade with UFOs membership. So you'll come and set it up here, just fill in your name and email and follow the steps. From here, you'll be able to book one-on-one coaching with me if you'd like. You'll be able to come down and ask a question as well, which is going to be obviously in public. So other people will be able to see the question and the answer. If you ask it in public, we answer it in public. So for me, that's what I prefer people to do if they have questions, just because it means other people can learn. Or you can email me if you'd like. You also get, with this membership, you'll get recordings of the YouTube sessions that we do. You'll get the opposite of recording, reminder for the courses that we do and for the sessions that we do. And you'll get this email that I'm about to go through, which is what the 3D market commentary is every day. So let's just bring that up. So we have, there we go. We have this email that goes out every single day, and it's obviously relevant to market information, chart information. Now, it's a 3D market commentary because we go through three major things. So in the markets, and we're looking at 5 major markets here. In the markets, there are 3 main elements that we should be aware of when we're trading. The first thing is market climate, upcoming market direction. Is the market going up? Is the market going down? Should we look to buy? Should we look to sell? Ultimately, that's the first thing we should be asking ourselves. Should we be going long or short, buying or selling? Sometimes there's not enough probability either way, in which case we do nothing. That's okay too. Now we answer this question with this app here. It's called AutoClimate. It's a free app. Just ignore the lines for now and just look at these dots. We have thick blue dots, thick red dots, and then thin dots of either color. The thick blue dots, these ones here, these tell us that we would have probability upwards, therefore we should be looking to buy. These red dots tell us we have probability downwards, we should look to sell. These thin dots, doesn't matter the color, tells us that we don't have enough probability either way, in which case we change market, we change time frame. So we're going to look at that per market. Where's the probability up or down or nowhere? Then we want to know entries and exits. Specifically, where are we going to buy? Where are we going to sell? Just because there's probability up doesn't mean we buy at random in the middle of nowhere. Same if it's down, we don't just sell in the middle of nowhere. We want to know, where do we have the highest probability that price goes up from there or down from there? This is where UFOs come in. So we have this UFO here. That's a green UFO, and it tells us buy orders. It shows us on the right hand side here where those buy orders are. Now we want to buy where there's other buyers, because if there's lots of buying going on at the same place, it's likely to push price upwards, beat the sellers and push price up. So we want to know where those buyers are so we can get involved. Sell orders are these red UFOs, and again it will show us on the right hand side, where those stack of sell orders are. If we're selling, we want to sell with a lot of other sellers. It's more likely to push price down. So we use AutoUFOs to help us figure that out, another app. And then market volatility. We want to know the upcoming speed of price. Is it likely to be moving very quickly, in which case we might increase our risk, might increase our reward as well? Is it likely to be moving slowly, in which case we have a lower reward but also lower risk? So again, depends on how you feel about that one, but we will look at it for each market. So first market is the S&P. So the S&P 500, let's just do that. S&P 500 is the top 500 US stocks. We're looking at the ES, which is the futures contract for it. Now, if you don't understand futures, just understand we are looking at a representation of US stocks. That's all we're looking at. So with this market, we have a confirmed upwards climate, thick blue dot, probability upwards. Now, usually this market would go up for 8.79 days. This is a daily chart, so 8.79 candles. We'll run that up to 9, and we're on candle number 6. So that tells us that we have probability of a continuous move up based on what usually happens. So we'll be aware of that. Now, buy and sell orders. We have no sell orders on this chart, but we have buy orders just underneath us here at 41.85 to 41.42.5. As we can see, price has already come into it a little bit and it's moved up from there. We would expect buy orders to push price up, so no surprise that price has touched that stack of orders and moving up from it. With the climate as well, we would expect a continuous move up, at least for the next couple of days, based on probability. Now again, it's probability, it's not definitively, so we manage our risk just in case. Nothing's a guarantee in life, in the markets, but we want to make sure that we are placing our bets, placing our trades where we have the best probability based on technology and objective data. That's our motto. That's how we do things. So overall, probability upwards for the S&P for the time being. When it comes to volatility, we'd expect that in a year it would move up or down by 16.73%, which means in a day moves up or down of 44.41 points. In a week, up or down of 97.77 points, and in a month, up or down of 203.53 points. So that's the S&P, overall probability up for the time being. Moving on to the next market, which is oil. In the meantime, it says there about looking to educate yourself, the different courses that we do. We do courses in stocks, futures, forex, backtesting, trading plan, psychology. Probably one of those is something that you need to do or something that you want to do, so you can go take a course. If you're not really fussed about a course and you just want to go and do the apps, you just want to download the AutoUFO apps, most of our courses come with 3 months of complimentary access to the UFOs. So the AutoClimate is a free app on most platforms. On TradingView, UFOs are $34 per month. On other platforms, they're different prices. AutoClimate, free. So if AutoUFOs are on TradingView $34 a month, and you can get a one-off course for $34 or $89, and it includes 3 months of access to the AutoUFOs, it's not a lot of maths to figure out there that you would get AutoUFOs at a discount by doing it that way. So even if you don't want to do a course, that might be a good way of getting cheaper UFOs, or by all means do a course if you feel you need help in any one of those things. Okay, so we have confirmed upwards climate. My mouse being a bit weird there. Confirmed upwards climate, thick blue dot, probability upwards. Usually market goes up for 7 candles. I'm rounding that up. We're on candle number 4. So again, probability that it continues to move up. We have sell orders just here at 69.90 to 68.46. We have buy orders a little bit lower at 60.77 to 58.73. Now, as we can see, this has all moved up from here. That's what we expect buy orders to do, is push price up. Now, if we hit these sell orders, we would expect them to push price downwards. So overall, still probability to the upside there. Once we hit that stack of sell orders, things may change, but for the time being, overall probability up. Just going to check something real quick, guys, just from a tech perspective. Yeah, great. Does look like it's all going well, so brilliant. Okay, so let's have a look at the market volatility. So we would expect with oil, in 1 year, it would move up or down 33.63%. In 1 day, that's 1.42 points up or down. In 1 week, that's 3.13 points up or down. And in 1 month, that's 6.52 points up or down. So oil, overall probability upwards. We understand what the volatility is, and if we hit this stack of sell orders, things might change. Okay, moving on to gold, which is the next market. It says there as well about the AutoUFOs. As I said, AutoUFOs are $34 per month on TradingView, different prices on different platforms, but you get them for free for 3 months as part of most of our courses, so check those out. Okay, so with gold, we also have here a confirmed upwards climate, thick blue dot, probability up. However, normally gold would go up for 6.09 candles. Let's round that up. You can't have 0.9 of a candle, so let's round it up to 7. Gold goes up for 7 candles. We're on candle number 19, which means we've gone nearly 3 times past what is usual here. Now, the longer you go past what is normal, the less likely it is to keep happening. And when it comes to UFOs, we've just hit a stack of sell orders and started to move down from there. That's what we expect sell orders to do, is push price down. That's why it's helpful to have an app that tells you exactly where they are. So, yes, we have probability up with the climate, but we've gone way past what's usual, which means we're likely to see it change direction. And it's hit a stack of sell orders, and it's already started to change direction. So overall, yes, still probabilities to the upside, but I would say it wouldn't be a massive surprise to see it change direction and go down for a little bit within the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that. Bear that in mind. With market volatility, we would expect in 1 year up or down of 16.15%, which means in a day up or down of 19.28% or 0.28 points. In 1 week, up or down of 42.45 points. And in 1 month, up or down of 88.37 points. So that's gold. Now, just to say, coaching and support, as it says here, my little drawing thing has gone weird there. It's not coming up anymore. Well, that's really strange. I won't be able to draw anymore, guys, and point stuff out. My drawing tools stopped working. Okay, I'll just use the mouse. So, coaching and support. Yes, we offer coaching and support. Obviously, a lot of it is for free on YouTube and Facebook. You can follow a lot of our sessions there. We also have a closed coaching session, $21 a month. You have access to closed coaching sessions on more of our time in a closed environment. Okay, next market is the US dollar. Now, the dollar is responsible for about 80% of transactions worldwide every single day. So be aware of it, whether you trade it or not. It will affect the markets that we look at and all others as well, pretty much. Again, I cannot draw, so take my word for it. We're looking at market climate here. We have a thick red dot, so confirmed downwards climate. I wouldn't be surprised to see that change, and I'll show you why. It's weird that I can't, I wonder if I do, yeah, I've got it back. I fixed it. Yay. Okay. So we have thick red dot, probability downwards. Now, usually this market goes down for 6 candles, and we're on candle number 1. So that would tell us that we would have probability that it continues. However, we have just hit. Oh, now my screen is frozen entirely, and I can't get rid of my drawing tool. That's frustrating. Here we go. Okay. We'll get there. Let's see if I can do it again. Right, we've just hit a stack of buy orders and moving up from there. This stack of buy orders hit here as well. Price came in, hit a lot of buying, moved up from that point. It's come back in, hit a lot of buying and moving up from that point. So, yes, we have a confirmed downwards climate, but buy orders have just come in and started to push price up. So we've got sellers above, buyers below, fighting each other. I wouldn't be surprised to see us go to an unconfirmed climate perhaps for a couple of days. If we hit the stack of sell orders, that may reignite that downturn, that probability to the downside. But for the time being, I would say not enough probabilities either way. 2 corners fighting each other. So let's just see how that goes, keep out, see what happens. When it comes to volatility, we would expect in 1 year that it would move up or down of 6.16%, which in 1 day is 0.35 points up or down. In a week, 0.77 points up or down. And in 1 month, 1.60 points up or down. So that's the US dollar. Let's now just move on to this very last market, which is backed Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is obviously a little bit more volatile than the others, just being a cryptocurrency. It's the nature of the beast. So I'm going to start with volatility here, actually, just to prove this point. On the dollar, we had 6% a year. On the S&P, we had 18% a year. On others, we had 20 or 30% a year. Here, it's 118.30% in 1 year that we would expect it to move up or down. So that's a lot of movement comparatively. That means in a day, up or down of 2,690.24. In a week, up or down of 5,922.30. And in a month, up or down of 12,328.25. So again, particularly volatile, not a good or bad thing, just is what it is. Be aware of it, depending on how you like to trade. Now, with market climate, unsurprising, we have a confirmed downwards climate, thick red dot, probability down there for the time being. We don't know how long it usually goes down for. It's not old enough yet for us to have the data to say this is what normally happens. So a bit in the dark there, but for the time being, probability to the downside. In terms of UFOs, we're kind of in the middle in the sense of we've got UFOs up here between 51,782.5 to 46,807.5. And we have buy orders here at 27,782.5 to 22,910. And we're in the middle at 36,000 something. Not close enough to either stack of orders for them to have an impact today, I would imagine. Of course, this is volatile, it can jump around, but I would say for the time being, we're unlikely to hit either of those stacks of orders. New orders may come into the markets and change things, but overall, we're going to go with the climate, which is probability downwards here for Bitcoin. Okay, so if you have any questions and you want to talk to somebody, you can self-schedule a clarification call. Speak about the courses, the apps, the coaching, the memberships, what's going to work for you, if anything. Should you do a course in order to get the UFOs? Should you just get the UFOs by themselves? If you're going to do a course, which one works for you? Stuff like that. Book a call, speak to somebody. We also have a weekly economic calendar here, which comes from FX Street. That's the link there, fxstreet.com/economic calendar. We filter by high impact news. Weird tool today, drawing tools being strange. There you go, so we filter by high impact news. You could go to that link and filter which countries to look at. We filtered by most countries, most main countries. So we have no news coming out today, or high impact news coming out today that is scheduled, that may move the markets, but we might have some on Sunday evening time. US will be some news for China and also for the pound as well. So again, be aware of that. These things can increase volatility and can make things more risky, also more reward, but again, we don't want to necessarily be too risky. So if you have any questions, you can email me, becky@tradictive.com, or you can go to tradewithufos.com/Becky, get yourself a free membership at the top there, and then come down and ask a question here so I can answer it in public for everybody. Otherwise, guys, I hope you have a great end to your trading week, a great weekend, and I will